Okay. Assalamu alaikum, students. I am hoping that you all are doing well in your homes. You are enjoying and you are also doing your work neatly on your book or your work on your workbook or on your textbook. And today we are going to start the next pages of Unit 2, right? We discussed the story, The Black Kite, in our previous class, and today we are going to discuss the exercise on page number 14. So open page number 14 and it's Unit 2, Lesson 4. So you have to write the sentences. This exercise is about sentences, okay? So you can look at the picture and let's discuss the picture first. Look at the mummy. Mummy is reading a book and she's also eating a cake, a piece of cake, right? And she is Sarah. She is cutting the cake. This is the cake in the plate, and there's a cup of tea. What is Daddy doing? Daddy is drinking or having tea. And what is Fizza doing? She is flying a kite. You can see the kite, and Ali is playing with the ball or kicking the ball. Okay, so they are having tea in the garden. Yes, they are having fun in the garden, right? In their house. Okay, G. This is the door of their house. This is the window. This is the wall. Okay. Now let's do exercise 1. Write about Fizza's family. So she is Fizza. An example of the sentences that you have to write are: Fizza is a girl. Yes, Fizza is a girl because we all know that Fizza is a girl. So you cannot write all the sentences here. So you can write either, you can write number 1, number 2, number 3 here by drawing the lines over here, or you can write Fizza here and then just match it with different colors, right? Fizza is a girl. You can do it. Next, you can write that Sarah is a girl. So write Sarah here with the pencil after drawing the line here. Write Sarah here, Sarah, and match Sarah is a girl with the color pencil. And third, on this blank, you can write that Ali with capital A, Sarah with capital A, because these are proper nouns. Okay, these are very special names. So write Ali here and then match it by holding the color pencil or drawing the line using the color pencil. Ali is a boy, so you will match Ali here with a boy. Okay, after that you will write here mummy. Mummy is a women, right? So write mummy here and you choose the color, like for example blue. Mummy is a woman. Okay, and the last you have to write here daddy. Daddy is a man. So you can write the sentences in this way, and the other second option is draw the lines here and then give the number to your sentence. Number 1, Fizza is a girl, write it here. Number 2, Sarah is a girl. Number 3, on the third line, write it, Ali is a boy. Number 4, mummy is a woman. And number 5, write daddy is a man. Okay, this is very easy, right? So write it very neatly, guide the sentences. Okay, now exercise B, we need to hold the colors for it. And this is what are they doing? Okay, so what are they doing? You can see the picture, and after looking at the picture you have to hold the first color. For example, you can choose the color according to their clothes, matching with their clothes. Like Fizza is wearing a dress. What is the color of the dress? It is orange, I guess. So use the orange color. What is Fizza doing? Look at the picture and tell me. Fizza is flying a kite, right? So you have to choose the first, select the first option and match it with the ending of the sentence or the next phrase, right? So that is Fizza is this, you have to match it with the last option, right? Fizza is flying a kite. Okay, so match, draw the line from Fizza, start drawing it and match it with is flying a kite. Fizza is flying a kite. Use the orange color. Okay, Ali is wearing a yellow t-shirt, so you need to take out your yellow color. Okay, hold your yellow color. And what is Ali doing? Look at the picture. Yes, Ali is kicking a ball. So match, start drawing the line from Ali. Ali is kicking a ball. Okay, Ali is kicking a ball. So match it with this line, with this sentence. These are the starters. These are the ending of the sentence, or these are the proper nouns, right? Fizza is a proper noun. Ali, Sarah is a proper noun. Fizza's mother, Fizza's father. Fizza is a proper noun, and mother, father are nouns. Okay, so reading, these are the verbs with ing, right? Reading, cutting, kicking, drinking, flying. Okay, these are the verbs, and these are the nouns again. What are they doing? They are reading a book. Okay, so book is a noun, cake is a noun, ball is a noun, pea is a noun, kite is a noun, because noun is a naming word, and proper nouns are very special names, and verbs are action words or doing words. What they do, they they are describing, these words are describing what are they actually doing. Okay, so number 3, what is Sarah doing? Let's look at Sarah. Let's see Sarah. What is Sarah doing? She is cutting a cake. She is holding a knife in her hand, right? So Sarah is Sarah is wearing a green t-shirt, so you can use the green color for Sarah. Hold your green color and start drawing the line from Sarah and match it with is cutting a cake. Sarah is cutting a cake. Number 4, Fizza's mother. So she is wearing a blue dress. You can take out blue color. And what is she doing? She is reading a book. Okay, so you need to start drawing the line with blue color and match it with is reading a book. Fizza's mother is reading a book. Number 5, Fizza's father. And the last one, the left behind option is drinking tea. So Fizza's father, use your black color. Okay, we cannot use the white color. So use your black color or gray color. Fizza's father and match it with drinking tea. Okay. Okay, so exercise C is use these words to say what the people in the picture are wearing. Okay, for example, Fizza is wearing a dress. So you can use these words: trousers, shirt, cap, suit, dress, shorts. Okay, look at the picture. This is an oral activity. You can discuss it with your family and you can tell them that Fizza is wearing a dress and its color is orange. You can also say that Fizza is wearing an orange dress. Okay, what is Ali wearing? Ali is wearing red shorts. Ali is wearing yellow t-shirt and blue cap, right? And what is the daddy wearing? Fizza's father. Fizza's father is wearing gray trousers or black trousers and white shirt. What is mummy wearing or Fizza's mother wearing? Fizza's mother is wearing a blue dress, right? And what about Sarah? Sarah is wearing a green t-shirt and purple trousers, right? And this is it, what these people are wearing. We have discussed and we have used all these words. Okay, so this is your oral activity. Okay, exercise D is ask and answer questions about the numbered pictures in exercise A. Example, what is this? It is a kite. The answer to this question is, what is this? Number 1, look at number 1, which is it's a kite. Okay, it is near the kite, so it is about the question they are asking is about the kite. What is this? This is your answer would be this is a kite. And the next question is, what color is it? So your answer is, it is purple, full stop. Okay. So number 2, look at the object. This is number 2 written on the white wall. So it means the next question would be on about the wall. Okay. So your question is, what is this? So right here for number 2, it is a wall. Okay, you have to do this exercise on your English notebook very neatly. Okay, so take out your English notebook and write lesson 4, page number 14, unit 2. Okay, unit 2, lesson 4, page 14, and exercise D. And after that you are going to start it. Okay. And for question number 1, there are 2 questions. Two questions are included in number 1. So you will write number 1 for before 2 questions. Okay. For example, this is question number 1, part A, and this is part B. You can also write it like A and B part of question 1, right? So this is question number 2. You can write it on your copy, or you can write it here. What is this? It is a wall. So write it WALL, wall, W, small letter W. Okay. And its part B is, what color is it? So it's white, right? It's white. Look at the color of the wall. Yes, it's white, right? So what about question number 3? And where is written number 3? Yes, here. So it means that, what is this? So your answer, first you have to write question number 3, A part, what is this? And then put a question mark at the end, and then write the answer. It is it's a tree. Okay, it's a tree. And the option part B, question B is, what color is it? And your answer will be that it's green. Okay, what color is it? It's green, full stop. Okay, so look at the colors written in this box. The options are given here in this box. Okay, now look at question number 4. We can, where's question number 4? Yes, it's written near the cap of Ali. So it means that it's about the cap. Okay, so write question 4, part A. What is it? What is this? And your answer is, it's a cap, or this is a cap. Okay. So what is this? It is a cap. And what color is it? It's blue. Okay. It's blue. The cap is blue. Okay. Question number 5 is option 5. Yes, it is written on the grass, or it's for the string. You can write both, or you can choose one, right? So you can write, what is this? It is a grass, or it is a string. What color is it? It is, if you're writing grass, then you will write it is green. And if you are writing about the string, then you will write that it is black. Okay. So number 5 done. Number 6, where is number 6 number written? Yes, it's for the book, right? Mommy is holding a book, and you will write the question 6A. What is this? And your answer will be, this is a book, or it is a book, full stop. What color is it? It's red. Okay. Number 7, where's number 7? Yes, this is number 7. It's written on the door. So what is this? Number 7 question, part A. What is this? It's a door. Your answer is, it's a door, full stop. And part B is, what color is it? Question mark. And the answer is, it's blue, full stop. Okay. Do not forget to start your question and answer with using the capital letter, okay? You remember that we start our questions and our answers every time with using, or by using the capital letters, with the capital letters. Okay, so start your sentences by using the capital letters, whether they are asking sentences or simple sentence or answering sentences, right? And at the end of the sentence, for the asking sentence, for the question sentence, we put the question mark, and for the answering sentence, we put the full stop, right? We put a full stop. Okay, we have done this, and the last one is on number 8. It's on the mat. Okay, so your question 8, part A, would be that what is this? Your answer will be that this is a mat. Part B, question B is what color is it? And your answer B is it is orange. Okay, so we have done this exercise. You are going to do it on your English notebook. Okay, moving on to page number 15. It's unit 2 and lesson 5, sentences and writing. Okay, it's exercise 1 is circle the name of the place nearest to where you live, underline where Tariq lives. Okay, so if you remember, Tariq was also living in Lahore, right? And in the flats or block of flats in Lahore. So we read the story, The Black Kite, part 1. When we read that story, we discussed that Tariq lives in Lahore. Okay, so you have to circle the here city Lahore for where you live, right? So you also live in Lahore, you use the color, okay, use the blue color and circle the city Lahore here, okay, in the map for you, right? So circle the name of the place nearest to where you live. You live in, we all live in Lahore, so we are going to circle Lahore for where, because we live in Lahore. And Tariq also lives in Lahore, so you have to underline Lahore as well. Okay, so circle the city Lahore by using the blue color, and then underline the city Lahore by using the green color. Okay, so you have to circle and underline Lahore with 2 colors to show that Tariq lives in Lahore and we also, or you also live in Lahore. Okay, now moving on to exercise B, which is write the names of people and places in your notebook, begin each with a capital letter. Example, Sarah. Okay, so the different words are given here in the box, and you have to hold your pencil and you have to do this exercise here in your book. So for the simple nouns, you are not going to cross out the first initial letter, but yes, for the proper nouns, you are going to cross out the first initial letter and you have to write the capital letter for the proper nouns, because they are very special names. Okay, so let's start doing this exercise. The first word here in the list is kite. So kite is a very simple noun, and it is not a special kind of kite, so you are not going to cross it out. Yes, for number 2, Sarah, it was done as an example, but you have to cross out the small letter and write capital S here. Okay, and number 3 word is string. It is not a special name. Islamabad, yes, it is a very special name because it is the capital city of Pakistan. So you need to cross out this small I and write capital I here. Okay, right, cross out the small I initial letter and write the capital I here for Islamabad because it is a proper noun. And London, cross out the small letter L and write the capital L here because London is a proper noun. It's a very special name. Next, it's Pakistan. Cross out P and write capital P because Pakistan, look at this P here, Pakistan, and you have to write this kind of P here, Pakistan, because Pakistan is the name of our country in its very special name. Okay, now moving on to the next column, it's Tariq. First word is Tariq. So cross out the T, small t, and write capital T here. Okay, for Tariq, because it's a proper noun. And door is a very not a special name, it's an ordinary name of a noun. Ali is a special name, it's a name of boy, so cross out the small a and write capital A for Ali. Tree is a noun, simple noun and common noun. House is a common noun, ball is a common noun. Okay, Rahman on in the third column, Rahman. On the top, you have to cross out the small letter R and write capital R, because Rahman is a very special name. Okay, it is the next word here. The next name is Fiza. So cross out the small f and write capital F, because Fiza is also proper noun, and roof is a common noun. Karachi is a proper noun, so cross out the small k and write capital K for Karachi. Okay, and the next word is flat. It's a common noun, and Lahore is a proper noun. So cross out the small l and write capital L. Okay. Okay, G. So I am going to tell you, repeat the proper nouns again. Sara is a proper noun, so write S, capital S for it. Write capital I for Islamabad. Write capital L for London. Write capital P for Pakistan. Capital T for Tariq. Write it here, and write capital A for Ali. And write capital R for Rahman. Capital F for Fizza. And write capital K for Karachi, and write capital L for Lahore, because these are all proper nouns. Okay. Okay, Ji. Next exercise C is help Tariq to fill in this form. He has done some of it. Okay. So first you have to fill up this form for Tariq. Name, he has written T, capital T. Yes, it's good. So you have to write T. After T you have to write small a and write RIQ in this way. Okay, so complete the word Tariq, complete his name. So write ARIQ by using the small letters, and his teacher's name is Mrs. Hussain, and he is studying in class 2. His school name is Lahore Primary School. So just notice it that the initials of his schools are written with capital letters, so you have to write it in this way when you are going to write about your school. Okay, city, he's living in Lahore, so you have to write Lahore, L capital LAHORE, Lahore here, and your L should be in this way, and you have to write and learn the spellings of Lahore. Okay, L capital for Lahore. And country, obviously Pakistan, so capital P like this, PAKISTAN, Pakistan. Okay, now you have to fill this form for yourself, and remember that names begin with the capital letters. So write down your name, full name, using the capital letter. First initial letter should be the capital. Okay, and your teacher's name, you will write your teacher's name here, Mrs. Imran, because there it was written Mrs. Hussain. So write M capital for Mrs. and I capital for Imran, and then your class. So you will write class 2 in this way here. And then school, so write A capital APEX, apex. Grammar, G capital, write G capital for grammar, GRAMMAR, and then write S capital for school, apex grammar school. Okay, and then city, you're living in Lahore city, so write L capital. Okay, LAHORE, Lahore, and start writing Lahore with capital L. And country, Pakistan, P capital for Pakistan, PAKISTAN, Pakistan. Okay, and the last exercise on this page is okay. Okay, exercise E is write a paragraph about yourself. So you have to fill out this blanks here. My name is dash. You have to write your name here using the capital letter, initial letter. Okay, it should be the capital letter. My teacher's name is dash. Again, here you will write Mrs. Imran, and full stop, M capital for Mrs. and Imran capital, I capital for Imran. Okay, I am in class. Here you will write 2, but using the number name. Okay, here you will write T small letter T, TWO2, TWO2 here. Okay, and I go to here, you will write apex, A capital, APEX, apex, grammar, G capital for grammar, 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 and school is already written here. I go to apex grammar school, full stop. I live in dash, you live in Lahore, L capital, LAHORE, Lahore in Pakistan, PAKISTAN. Pakistan's P should be capital. I am good at dash. Here you can write arts. If you are good at arts, you can write ARTS, arts. A should be capital. If you are good in mathematics or science, you can also write, or in Urdu, or in solving sums, or in writing. So you can write anything, but the subjects, if you are writing any subject, the first initial letter should be the capital letter. Okay, and then Unit 2, Lesson 4, Reading the Black Kite, Part 2. Let's read this Part 2 as well quickly. And exercise A, as you read the story, ask yourself that was your guess right in Lesson 3, Exercise 3. In the previous lesson, we discussed that there was a black kite, a boy who was flying the black kite was living in the next flat of Tariq's flat. So he cut down Tariq's two kites of Tariq. So Tariq was very sad. He was feeling very sad, and this is Mr. Riaz standing on his rooftop. So and we discussed in our previous class, in the last of that story, that I asked you that guess that what will happen next, right? And it was exercise C. The question was that guess what will happen next. So you have to tell your parents that was your guess right or not. Okay, if you guessed about the story. Okay, the prediction. Okay, G, next, can I help you, asked Mr. Tariq, sorry, Mr. Riaz. Mr. Riaz, he's asking that if you need my help, I can help you. And you, asked Tariq. Tariq was very shocked, and he said, you will help us? Oh my God, or you will help me? So he said you, with a shocking expression. You, asked Tariq. Yes, me, said Mr. Riaz. I'm good at flying kites. But aren't you angry with me? Asked Tariq. Oh, Tariq thought that Mr. Riaz is angry with Tariq for no reason. So he's asking, but aren't you angry with me? Asked Tariq. Not at all, smiled Mr. Riaz. Now pull. He's saying that pull the string. I'm not angry with you, not at all. So the red kite flew up into the sky. It looked lovely, but then the black kite appeared again. Oh no, shouted Tariq. That tall boy's kite will cut down my kite. No, it won't. What means will not? It is the short form of, or the contraction of, will not. Okay, so Mr. Riaz is saying, no, it won't, said Mr. Riaz. We'll cut down his kite. Okay, he is quite confident. Mr. Riaz is quite confident, and he's saying that don't worry, Tariq, we will cut down the boy's black kite. So the black kite went to the left, and it's going to the left, and the red kite went to the left. Look at this. And the black kite went to the right. The black kite is going towards the right side, and the red kite went to the right. Went is the past tense of go. Okay, It's a verb. Now the tall boy, here tall is an adjective and boy is a noun. So when the word comes before the noun and it's describing the noun, that the noun is tall, it means the boy is tall. So it's an adjective. Tall is an adjective and black is an adjective because it's describing the kite, that the kite is black, the kite is red. So the red and black here are adjectives. Okay. So now the tall boy was not laughing. Okay. Pull, said Mr. Riaz. Mr. Riaz is supervising Tariq. He is leading Tariq. He's just giving his suggestions to Tariq that pull the string, and the black kite started to fall down. Down it went, down into the street below. Well done, said Mr. Riaz. So the the game of black kite is over now. So finally, Tariq cut down this boy's black kite, and it's falling down in the street, and the daddy, Tariq's father, is flying the red kite. So you can see that Tariq is feeling very happy. He's very happy. He's saying hooray, and Mr. Riaz is also happy. He's appreciating Tariq. Okay, now quickly let's do exercise B. Read the question and write short answers using the answers in the box. Okay, example, did Tariq fly his red kite? Yes, he did. So you can draw the lines here and you can write the answer by giving the number with the answers. Okay, was Mr. Tariq angry? Oh, sorry, was Mr. Riaz angry? No, he wasn't. Okay, so you have to write. You can also write number 1 here to show that your answer number 1 is this. So you can write number 1 here in this box, or you can write, draw the line here, or you can write in on the green line. You can write number 1 answer, no, he wasn't. Okay. Number 2, did Mr. Riaz help him? Yes, he did. This is answer for number 2. Yes, he did. Mr. Riaz helped Tariq. If you want to write this on your notebook, you can write it on your English notebook. Okay. Question number 3. Did the tall boy cut down Tariq's kite? No, he didn't. This is the answer for question 3. So you can write number 3 here to show that this is the answer of number 3. No, he didn't. Number 4, did Tariq cut down the black kite? Yes, he did. This is the answer for number 4 question. And number 5, was Tariq happy at the end? So the answer is yes, he was. Okay, so this is answer 5. Yes, he was happy. Yes, Tariq was happy after cutting the black kite. He was feeling happy in the end, or at the end of the story. Okay, Jili. So just for fun, this is the fun activity here, and you question number part A, exercise A. Which way is the arrow pointing? Right, up, down, right, and left. Okay, this is towards the right, so you need to write right here. Right, R-I-G-H-T, right. Just write the spellings here. R-I-G-H-T. This arrow is pointing towards the up side, so you have to write here up, U-P, up. Here it's pointing towards the left, so write L-E-F-T, left. And the last one, it is pointing towards the down side, so you have to write D-O-W-N, down here. Okay, for option 4. Next, this is very fun activity. You have to follow these instructions given in exercise 2, and then you will notice that what you have drawn, I will not describe it because it's a surprise for you. You will draw it yourself, but I think I have to tell you that what is it. Okay, so it's not a surprise anymore. It wouldn't be a surprise anymore because I have to tell you that what you have to write here. So the answer is, it is a kite. Okay, you have to write I capital. It is a kite, full stop. Okay, if you draw is draw the line from this point to this point, and then 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 draw like in this way, in this way, in this way. Then you will see that you will have a kite here. Okay, you can color the kite as well. And this is the game. Last exercise C game I can see in front of me. Okay, so the girl is saying in the speech bubble, I can see in front of me something beginning with D. Okay, so he's saying, the boy is guessing, is it Tariq's dad? Dad is starting with D. The girl is saying, no, it isn't. So the boy is saying, is it a door? The door is starting with D. So the girl is saying, yes, it is. Your turn. It means that you are the winner. Your guess is right. So it's your turn now. You start start the game, guessing game, and I will guess. So you can play this game with your family members. You can give them the clue by giving them the first letter, or by telling them the first letter of the thing you are asking, the question you are asking about. So your family will answer the riddle. Okay, so this is it. Enjoy your holidays, but you're staying home. These are not the actually holidays. Enjoy your stay in home, but spend time in learning the spellings, in doing some word problems of maths as well, and improving your handwriting as well. Okay, so take care, and Allah Hafiz.